this is Tony from her Homestead Skills. I hope all of you are prepared for the cold weather that's coming. All I can say is welcome to my world. This is when I'm glad I don't have animals, at least in this environment. I detest the cold, and what you're experiencing down south right now is what we lived through between January almost up to March sometimes. So it's always bitter cold, below zero weather, and sometimes it's quite a bit below zero, and wind chill factor makes it even uglier than that. So yeah, I feel for you. I know exactly what you're going through. So, and something I certainly do not like about Canada's weather. The summers are lovely. I don't mind the summers at all. They're humid as I'll get out, but that doesn't bother me at all. The heat doesn't bother me, but the cold I find distressful, and the amount of snow that we have to deal with can be ugly. It doesn't seem to be as bad as when I was a child, but maybe that was just because I was so small. I mean, there used to be mountains of it in the schoolyards that you used to climb up on, but you don't seem to see that too often anymore. They do occur, but you know, when there's a bad snowstorm and it piles up, but it doesn't seem to be as much snow as when I was a child. And anyway, a few more days till Christmas, and I'm doing my last minute preparations. Hopefully we won't have any difficulty getting to my daughter's for Christmas Day. That's we're all meeting at her place, and my my son-in-law has placed an order for fruitcake. I convinced my daughter to try some homemade fruitcake last year when she turned her nose up at the idea, and I explained to her no, that homemade fruitcake was not like what you buy in the store. And I had made quite a lot of it last year, and yes, she took some home to her husband, and he's apparently placed an order for one. And I said, yes, out of the 3 loaves I've made, there's one lone survivor, and I'll bring it with me on Christmas Day. And I was going to make an apple pie, and I thought, no, sorry, not an apple pie, a pumpkin pie. And I thought perhaps that, okay, they have the fruitcake, they really wouldn't want the pumpkin pie. And speaking to my daughter yesterday, she said, no, her son really wants my pumpkin pie. It's the only dessert he'll eat. Anything for my grandson. So I will prepare, and I'm debating whether just to mix up all the ingredients and bake make the shell and then bake it at her home, or whether I will bake the whole pie here and take it over. I'm not sure which one I'll do. I'll have to talk to her and see how her oven capacity, you know, what it's going to be on Christmas Day. So, but yeah, usually you can bring the food out and put the pie in and bake it after all the food's out. So it shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, I hope everyone else has got a pleasant Christmas planned, whether you're spending it with the few or the many. Hopefully your travel plans won't get too disruptive, and yeah, I'm a little worried about it here. We're expecting a fair amount of bad weather. Probably Christmas Eve we'll see the worst of it. Well, we'll see, at least that's what they're saying. So once again, we'll see. I won't be driving anyway. It'll be Mark driving, so, and he's he's not afraid of the weather the way I am. That boy used to do handbrake turns in the snow and find that he was parked exactly where he wanted to be. He still has that skill, but doesn't try to do that too often anymore. Anyway, so I'm off this morning to try and get the last of the things that I'll need before Christmas. Hopefully I won't forget anything. I thought I'd already done that yesterday, and I realized I forgot the whipped cream. Or should I say, Mark reminded me to buy whipped cream if I was going to make a pumpkin pie. That you can't have pumpkin pie without whipped cream. So, okay, I'll go out and buy some cream. We'll make some whipped cream, put it in a container, rather than buying the spray stuff from a can. It's a big difference. Everything homemade is certainly so much nicer. Anyway, when I get back, maybe I'll make some pizzellis. Okay, we'll see you when I'm back. Well, I just got back not too long ago, and we're expecting another severe weather event, and actually this time they're expecting it to start tonight, so they're watching it, and apparently it's going to start off as rain, and then it's going to freeze, and we're going to have freezing rain, and then we're going to have snow, and yeah, it's going to be treacherous for the next few days. I think we're supposed to be getting that same storm that is troubling all of Canada and most of the US, and they're definitely more concerned about the wind than they are about the quantity of snow, which is, I don't know which is worse, but yeah, the wind can turn the rain into an ice and play havoc here. I mean, it's cold. It's cold here from now on in until the spring, so grin and bear it. Anyway, a few days. And I have no intention of going out. I had no intention of going out today, but it looks like I forgot a few things. So I was able to replenish those items. Mark was looking for some chicken breasts because he found broccoli in the fridge that needed to be used up, and he wanted to make a broccoli and pasta and white cream sauce. And I went to a few stores. Like he said, oh, even if you just buy one chicken breast, well, the price of just a single chicken breast was not something I was willing to pay. So I ended up going to Costco, and that place was a bit of a nightmare. So I guess everyone's doing their last minute stock ups before Christmas. Yeah, so every store is a bit of a zoo. Took a while to, traffic's busy and the stores are busy, and at least people were still agreeable, which is always a good thing. So I have absolutely no intention of going out tomorrow, and hopefully by the time Christmas rolls around, traffic will be not so bad. I'm hoping for that. So, because I don't intend to go out on the road until Christmas Day. All right, so, oh yes, what else? I guess that's it. I just want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. If I don't get a chance to do another video before then, I don't know if I will or I won't. It will likely depend on any other last minute chores that I have to deal with before Christmas. So, wishing you all the very best, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now. Time to make myself a nice hot cup of tea and download this video, then edit it, and once again, Merry Christmas to everyone.